Are you serious? Are you serious? Now just calm down. Calm down and get some coffee. There's been an earthquake in Japan, 5.9, right near Fukushima. Matter of fact, it's unbelievable reporting I have coming in right now, breaking news out of Japan. Now, besides this, we're going to tell you that there's already been a report that 6 tons of contaminated water leaked from the Fukushima radioactive pools, seeping deep and into the ground. And this isn't a good report, but that had just come out. I want to thank Stormy Gordon for this report. I want to thank Vincent for getting this information to me about this earthquake that just hit. This 5.9 magnitude quake hit Japan this morning, 2 hours ago, according to the U.S. Geological Survey, shaking the foundation of Fukushima, the nuclear power plant that was already crippled with 6 nuclear reactors who have been slowly melting down since the great earthquake of March 11, 2011, the 5th largest earthquake. Are you serious? The 5th largest in history of 8.9 that shook the earth for 6 minutes and brought a tsunami 6 miles inland, crippling 6 nuclear reactors and shortening the day by knocking the earth off its axis, shortening our day by 0.1666 seconds, all of which are biblically written in the Word. Wormwood, earthquakes, catastrophes, apocalyptic events. And, oh, by the way, Japan just got 7 feet of snow 2 days ago. Here we are. This 5.9 magnitude earthquake hit Japan right at the Fukushima plant, shaking it, this crippled nuclear power plant. But immediately, Tokyo Electric Power Company says there's no problems. Everything is on track. There's no irregularities. Nothing to worry about. How do they know in 2 hours? And remember, this is the same thing they did when the major earthquake hit Japan of 8.9. How could they, and within 2 hours, tell us all systems go, everything's fine, no immediate reports of casualties or serious damage, everything's okay? Really? Well, just a few hours before that, we get this report. 6 tons of contaminated water is leaked Japan's Fukushima nuclear plant. That's before the quake. What do we get after the quake? Are you serious? Well, as many as 6 tons of radioactive water has leaked into the ground at Japan's Fukushima nuclear power plant, according to the Tokyo Electric Power Company. Crews were, listen to their excuse. They say that crews were transporting the water to storage tanks when it leaked from pipes at the plant's reactor building, number 1. This happened 2 days ago. The water has been scrubbed in advance and liquid processing system, so it should be clean, except during the scrubbing process, the advanced liquid processing system cannot remove all the radioactive substances, especially tritium, a radioactive isotope of hydrogen. It wasn't clear how dangerous the water is before the spill, but we know that they've spilled 6 tons of water. That's before the earthquake. Folks, this thing is out of control. And you guys know, how many times have I said, bury this thing. Go get the Army Corps of Engineers and literally create a tomb over this thing. I mean, if they could build the pyramids in the sands of Egypt, we can build a tomb over top Fukushima. We can build a concrete tomb over this thing and seal it. I've been begging that for 3 years. And someday someone will finally say, why didn't we bury this thing? That's after what? 1 million people die of cancer and the water becomes wormwood. I mean, look, folks, we're one more earthquake away from literally wiping Japan off the face of the map through radiation, and maybe a third of Asia. And I just don't understand how we can keep... You say, well, Begley, you're just too concerned about earthquakes. They just had one 2 hours ago there. 5.9, folks. Oh, by the way, 45 earthquakes in the last 24 hours. With Fukushima right here. Matter of fact, there has been a 5.3 earthquake in Indonesia, a 4.7 in Mexico, a 4.8 in Chile, a 4.4 in Greece, a 4.6 in Indonesia, a 5.6 in Guadalupe, a 4.2 in Greece, a 4.4 in Alaska, a 5.2 in New Zealand, a 4.7 in Indonesia, a 4.6 in the North Indian Ocean, a 4.4 in Guatemala, a 5.9 Japan at Fukushima, a 4.8 Japan, a 4.5 El Salvador, and a 4.9 Japan. And each of those 3 earthquakes in Japan were in a different location. That's just the bigger quakes. There's a bunch more. I mean, Oregon, Alaska, Oklahoma. It goes on and on and on and on and on all over the world. Are you saved? Are you seriously saved? In the last days there will be wars, rumors of wars. There will be false Christ and false prophets shall rise. There will be famines and pestilences and plagues. Matter of fact, we just got a report something about antibiotics are no longer working in India. 58,000 babies have died this year alone because the antibiotics don't work. Some superbug has killed them. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We're running out of time. Pray for the people of Japan. It's as if judgment has come upon that island in the last 3.5 years. Judgment of biblical proportions.